Kenya is bedeviled by an annual cumulative housing deficit of 200,000 units as more and more Kenyans flock urban centers for economic empowerment. With this leading to a proliferation of slums in major urban centers, the UN Habitat is warning that upgrade of slums at the expense of development of affordable housing will lead to creation of more slums.
If you address only slum upgrading, you are probably not going to be able to do it fast enough to stop new slums or new people moving into slums. You need a very strong housing policy to provide new housing.
To bridge this housing gap, the UN Habitat has formed a task force to advise the government on sustainable housing development, risk and urban planning as well.
This task team is not just about housing. It cuts across, really. We have experts in the area of urban legislation, in the area of urban planning and design, in urban economy and municipal finance, in housing and slum upgrading, urban basic services, urban resilience and risk reduction, and then research and capacity development.
With the majority of those unable to access decent housing being low-income earners, the UN Habitat says the government should first address access to land, as well as promote effective packaging or financing products in the housing sector.
You need to assemble sufficient land. Yeah? A lot of people, low-income people, cannot afford land. So it is the government, it's only the government and local authorities that can actually do something about that. Sufficient financing has to be put together. It doesn't have to be always government financing. In fact, in most countries, private sector financing, if you know how to package it, is going to be very useful.
The agency says housing projects should be redesigned in a manner that creates job opportunities through, among others, inclusion of social amenities in the planning of homes.
By 2050, 70% of the people will live in an urban area. And how can we tackle, how we can plan, how can we get the integrated, holistic, sustainable development plan policy? That is the forward planning for any cities. So I think we have to localize and we have to fit the local new urban agenda into the local situation.
Nicholas Ndwati, Business Insight.